if you've played 7th generation of Pokemon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it actually is very similar to the Festival Plaza, I believe. There's like even lottery shops that have like a very similar list of rewards, but we don't want anything to do with that, so I'm just quickly entering quickest text I can and getting out of here. And we're going to head straight over to a building that used to be the gym, I believe, in black and white, the original, but has since become, like, it is no longer the gym, it's just a normal roller coaster park. And I guess, I don't think we've mentioned it yet, but this is or I did mention it briefly, but to elaborate on it, this game is not a sequel. Pokemon games generally release 2 versions of basically what is the same game with different Pokemon and usually like slightly different legendary Pokemon that like the storyline focuses on. And then like later on, like maybe 1 or 2 years later, they'll release a 3rd version. It's also very similar, but it has like some minor upgrades, maybe more Pokemon overall. But that's not what they did with Black and White. It does not have the same storyline, and it's actually a true sequel. It takes place 2 years after the original Black and White. So instead of having a mostly similar plotline, it's actually Team Plasma's resurgence trying to come back after the defeat 2 years prior. Alright, so we are going to have 2 battles in this area, and they are both going to be using electric Pokemon because the gym that we're going to be going to afterwards is actually an electric gym, but you'd imagine that Drillbur is going to be fairly, well equipped to deal with electric Pokemon, and for the most part, Drillbur is, but the gym leader is going to pose a problem for a reason you'll see when we get there, and there is a rather annoying ability that a lot of the Pokemon in the gym have, called Static. Static is an ability that actually this Flaffy I'm about to fight has as well. It has a 30% chance to paralyze you if you hit them with a contact move, which my best move right now is Dig. There's no way I'm going to be using anything else. So I can get paralyzed hitting any of these Pokemon with Dig, and I decided that I'm going to be donating $5 to the charity for every time I get staticked. And if I don't get staticked at all, then I'm just going to donate a flat 50, which is higher than even if I got staticked by everything. So hopefully we get the fastest scenario, and the most money for the charity, but it's very unlikely, unfortunately. But no static there. Yeah, the really annoying thing about static is if I do get it, I do have to like drop everything and get rid of it immediately. Static is a big problem when you're using a 2-turn move like Dig, because it can actually interrupt Dig on either turn that it takes for Dig to happen. And if that happens, the move is cancelled completely, and it uses a power point, or PP, and I need every Dig I have. So I can't risk wasting one if I get paralyzed.
It also slows you down, so you'll be slower than things if you're paralyzed, which is also annoying. Yep,
through the 6th generation of Pokemon, it slows you down to 1/4 of your normal speed, and I believe they made it a little bit weaker, and it's only half in 7th generation.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So the gym is a little bit to the right, but before we do that, we're going to go heal Drillbur in the PC, and I believe we would get the Bidove and the Psyduck in here as well if we had them. We're just going to heal for now. We would have deposited them earlier because I don't know if you noticed when we were going through the early game routes, but... Ooh, this is wrong. What am I... Oops.
Don't you want to have Pig Knight? Yeah.
Yeah.